Welcome, everyone. OMG, it is what day? Friday. For all of those of you who work traditional 9 to 5, or 7 to 4, or 8 to 4, 8:30 to 4:30, it is the weekend. And I am pleased it's the weekend. I work tomorrow. I work one job tomorrow. Well, two tomorrow, but this one, my Monday to Friday. But, we just came out of Lent and Palm Sunday and Easter. And the story is when Jesus rode the donkey into Jerusalem, right? And they threw down all the palm fronds and, you know, and they were celebrating Jesus. And I was like, this is nice. And I was like, well, where's the law in there? Because I was driving home last night from work and I said, where's the principles? What do you want to talk about? And is you that ass and the law? Because it's the donkey, right? Now, look at the story. If we dissect the story, we'll be able to apply it. You see, the end result is the celebration. That's what we want, the celebration, the satisfaction, the peace of mind, the relief. That is the end result. And it's funny how he chose the donkey. The donkey is stubborn. Balaam did the same thing. Balaam had an ass too. So that ass symbolizes your persistence, your tenacity. Think about it. Stubborn, doesn't let go, holds on, stays focused. That's what we do. We persist in the feeling of the wish fulfilled. You get it? We persist in the feeling of the wish fulfilled. And so when we do that, it shows us in that story that the celebration is inevitable. That's what he set out to do, because he was riding along and they're screaming and they're hooting and they're hollering, because that's the king, right? And they're celebrating him. And so, how do you apply that to your life? The end result, the thing you want to accomplish, sorry, I wasn't looking at the screen. Sorry. When we celebrate because we know the end result, right? We know the end result. So that's the first thing you're being taught, the end result. And always at the end, there's a celebration. But to get to the end, we remain what? Tenacious. And the way is always going to be paved for us. We're always going to see the way. That's what the palm leaves, the palm fronds represent. The way is being made clear. So those things in combination, the end result, which is knowing what you want, and it is a celebration, because why else would you want it? You want it so you can feel good. You want it so you can celebrate. That's why you do it. Let's be real with ourselves. That is exactly why we do what we do, right? To have the celebration. So you know that you've chosen your destination because they went walking into Jerusalem. What is your end result? That pathway is there. And it's paved, the way is paved for you so that it becomes clear. So if you know who you want to be, the way is clear. Is it not? Yes, it is. The way is clear when you know what it is that you want to become. And so, because you know it's a celebration and you know you already know the outcome. Celebration is the outcome. Period. Oh, but I can't possibly feel good, Angela. There's too much going on. If you don't make it your business to feel good, you'll open yourself up to a lot of illness. Oh, oh, well, think about it. The celebration has to show up somewhere. It doesn't just show up in the physical, it originated in the mental, right? So when you recognize that you must know the end result that you want, what is it that you want to become? Know what that is. And then the way is paved for you. Well, every cause has its effect, and every effect its cause. So the way is paved for you. And because the way is paved for you, you are persistent like that ass. You are persistent in what? The knowing of the reason why you celebrate. Why are you in Jerusalem? Remember, Neville explained Jerusalem because Jerusalem means that's the direction you turn to face, right? The outcome is Jerusalem. Because Jerusalem represents celebration, it represents happiness, it represents the beauty of creation, right? It's just that in the story that kind of gets lost. But that's what it is in that story. Recognize who and what you want to be, right? Always. Because when you do that now and then you begin to experience in imagination what you'd be doing in reality, you're laying down those palm fronds for you to walk on. That's what you're doing. You're laying down that pathway, right? And it will take you where? Where you said you wanted to end up. And how did you get there? By persistence. Persistently doing what? Experiencing in imagination what you would be doing in reality if you were the man or the woman you wanted to be. That's what you're persisting with. So you see, that story doesn't really have anything to do with Lent, Passover, nothing. It doesn't have anything to do with those things. Because those are just things that you would see and read. But we're not interested in just seeing and reading. We are more interested in the application of what we see and what we learn. So the application, the way you apply, well, what do I want to become? You get that image clear. And once that image is clear, well, then you begin to experience in imagination what would you be doing in reality? And then finally, you'll notice the way has been paved for you. The way is laid out for you. You just got to follow it. And your persistence, a dash of persistence, right? So you see that story when I said to you, you, that ass, and the law, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about that Bible story about Palm Sunday. And everybody was so excited to see Jesus riding in on that ass. Everybody was excited. So that's telling you, you got to get excited about what you're planting in your world. And again, it's not a fake excitement. The excitement comes as a result of you knowing that, wait a minute, I'm applying this story. I've got my destination. I know who I want to be. I know what I want to be. Yes, I do. And then I can see it in my mind's eye. And it makes me feel amazing. You know what? Let me persist in that. And you persist in it. What is the inevitable outcome of your persistence? Satisfaction, celebration. See? So don't think that these Bible stories are there just to be read. Oh, Lord, no. It's not a story per se. Remember, Master White, you speak in parables, so that those who hear, let them hear. Because you got to have the ability to read between the lines. Oh, but Angela, why should I need to read between the lines? Here's something for you. It's like invisible ink. And when you know the principles and you look between the lines, you'll see the story emerge because you've been trained to see differently. Listen, I trust this is making sense for you this morning. You, that ass, and the law. You are persistent. Do you understand persistence? We used to sing a song. I will not, I will not, I will not let thee go, for I am thine, and thou art mine. I will not let thee go. Oh my God. You see that persistence? You don't let go. What do you not let go of? The knowledge that as I am within, well then, so must I experience on the outside. So I will hold on to what I say I am. You see, yesterday, I'm not going to call her name, but I got this email back. She's reviewing, it's part of the program. I mean, she's reviewing my business plan. And I sent her the financials, and she got back to me. She goes, Angela, I love your vision. It is so lofty, but let's make some things clear and realistic for you. She misread my financial. She thought I was asking for more money as a grant than I actually was. So I didn't even pussyfoot. I did not beat around the bush. I said, I am asking for dot, dot, dot. And I named the amount. And I broke it down as to what was in that amount. She goes, oh, my apologies. I misread. You see, this is what happens in the world. When people say, no, that is too lofty of an ideal. I commend you, though, because you're a visionary. But then out this other side of their face, they're like, oh, but that's too big. That's not possible to achieve or to accomplish. You see, that's what people on the outside will tell you because that is how they see their own life. Oh, let me say it again. People will do that. Not because they're mean or surly or cruel, but they're telling you what they believe. They're telling you their limitations. Well, how do you know they're telling you about themselves and not you? Because out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. When I speak to you about something, I am giving you my belief about it. So if I say to you, oh my God, you're like ill, you're so whatever, that is coming from a place of where? Within myself. Well, look at how it made you feel. That feeling that arose within you because that person said what they said, that wasn't positive, right? The way it felt to you is the way it feels to them. So in order for you to grasp what they're telling you about themselves, they make you feel it. You know, Sprinkle, sprinkle. They sprinkle all of that ooby gooey goodness that they feel all over you. It is the principle of gender. It's the idea that they generated with how they felt, and so they've got to mentally impregnate somebody with it. Because that's the whole point, right? That's the whole point. When you're trying to mentally impregnate somebody, you are looking for the most fertile soil to plant your seeds in. So when somebody says something to you, they're telling you about them, not you. And the way it makes you feel is the way that they feel, because it's their opinion, it's their words. So when I get up here every morning and I give you the principles are not my opinion. When I tell you, you got to get up and keep on moving, that's my opinion. But the principles are not an opinion, right? It's what we live by. It's what we see all around us. Not an opinion. It is evident. Yes? So, anywho, that is to remind you that what people say is coming from the depths of them. It has no bearing on you, but what you say and how you respond. Ah, now you are bearing witness to what is within yourself. So you see, if somebody can come along and make you feel insecure about yourself, where does the insecurity lay? That's why I tell you, you got to check yourself so that when people say what they want to say, you can easily brush it off, not because you're indifferent, but because you comprehend that out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. So that's why you persistently hold fast to your vision of who you say you want to become in the world. Because if you don't hold fast to it, every strong wind that comes will push you to and fro. But you, my beautiful friends, when you hold fast to who it is you say you are and who you are becoming, you are anchored. You can't be tossed to and fro anymore. You are anchored. You're anchored. So when you hear that story again for next Lent or Passover, when you hear that story again, you'll recognize, wait a minute, that's me. And I'm in a state of celebration because I know who I want to become in the world. Oh, I know who I am. And that's cause for celebration. Yeah. So you celebrate. And then, like the ass, like the donkey, you develop tenacity. You develop stubbornness. And you hold fast. You're not holding fast in the hope that. You're holding fast in the knowledge of the inevitable. I planted this seed. I know who I am. See? See what you hold on to? So today, you can be an ass. Wait, what? Hee-haw! You can be it. If you want to be, but you know what it implies. It implies that you are stubborn and you are persistent in the holding fast. That is what it implies. See? This is how you apply the Bible story. So now that you're looking through the lens of the law, you can see what is written between the lines. My. But I had to chuckle when I heard the title in my brain last night. I said, oh, you that ass and the law. Uh-oh, hello. And I had a good chuckle. And I said, okay, that's what we'll talk about. Then we'll interpret that Bible story. So today, as you go through this day, and remember, we're going through the weekend too, you better practice. What are you going to practice? Step 1, know who or what you want to become in the world. I am ... That's how you answer that first question. Who do I want to become? What do I want to become? What do I want to be doing? See, that's where you start. And then naturally, you'll slide into step 2. I wonder what it would be like. What would I be doing? And you begin to see in your mind's eye what you would be doing. It didn't ask you what George would be doing. It asked you what you would be doing. So you're the one participating in the action. Well, I'd be doing this. Who would be doing it? I would be doing this. Well, do it then. Rehearse it. Then you rehearse. That's what's going to be your experience, what you rehearse. Listen, my son was so cute last night. He called me while I was at work. I popped my headphones in. And he says to me, Ma, it feels good that I know how to cook some things. I said, wait, what? What'd you say? He goes, it feels good. I said, wait, what'd you say? He said, Ma, it feels good. I said, that, my friend, is the blossoming of your self-confidence. I said, that is the blossoming of your self-confidence. Why did it get there? Because he practices cooking. And that's every time I say, what do you feel like eating? What do you want? And you go through all of the tastes in your mind's eye until the taste that you want makes you slide right into step 3, feel good. So you see, we're always doing it. When I ask you, what do you feel like eating? You literally go through all of the tastes that you know. And you're like, no, I don't feel like that. Don't feel like that. Don't feel like, oh, wait, I feel like this though. Mentally, you tasted first. Mentally, you experienced in imagination what you would be doing in reality if you were the man or the woman you wanted to be. You see, we're always doing it, day in and day out. Oh, how come I can't manifest? Dude, all you do is manifest. As we were putting the stuff away on the pallets last night, the paper floated down to the floor. And do you know what it said on it? It said, manifest. And I had to laugh. I said, you got jokes. I said, you got jokes, do you? Manifest, you got jokes. A manifest always, listen, all you had to do was pluck that paper first. And as within, so without. The paper tells you what is within. The manifest tells you what is within. So the thing that you experience shows you what is within yourself, what you hold to be true, what you believe. So you see, you and I are manifesting every day. We are always showing ourselves the contents of our what? Awareness. So don't think that you're doing some kind of magic, you're doing woo-woo. Don't talk about, oh my, I could be displeasing God. Hello. When God said, let there be light, he manifested. He was showing you by way of light what was within. Because remember, it was darkness, right? And he called forth the light so that you could see what was held within. Uh, uh. When he separated the waters from the earth, you had to be able to see it, so light was required. So the illumination will always show you. But what is the illumination psychologically? It is the comprehension. It is the understanding. It is you when you grasp what is being said. So you see how you do those things naturally all day, every day? So the steps, one more time for your mind, because I ain't going to keep you. Because I can get me a little bit of a nap before my other alarm goes off. Right? Step one. Remember, this is the story of you, that ass, and the law. Know what you want. Well, he was king. It was a lofty ideal, was it not? Think about it, king. That's a lofty goal, is it not? To rule oneself? Hello? So he knew what he wanted to become. And then what do we do from there? We begin to experience in imagination what we would be doing in reality if we were what we said we wanted to become. That's what we'd be doing. And then what would you do? You're going to come upon the action that best implies. So the action was what? Him riding that ass through Jerusalem, and everybody celebrating him. He the forefront of attention, and his way is made soft with the palm leaves. Mm-hmm. So a good life is what he's looking at. So what would imply it? Well, for him, what implied it was, all these people are here just hooting and hollering and cheering me on. Hello. Ow. He was like, hey, Peter, look at me. I'm doing it, y'all. Because, that's probably, in my imagination, that's probably what he was doing. Because that's my personality. So you see, he identified what he wanted to become. And then in his mind's eye, he began to do what? Experience in imagination what he would be doing in reality if he were the man or the woman he said he wanted to be. And then right into step 3, you don't even have a choice. Because as soon as you do step 1, step 2 and 3 are inevitable. So now step 3, you say, ooh, this sure feels good though, doesn't it? Oh, I just can't wait to be king. Lion King, right? And Simba singing. Look at that excitement. He was so excited. He couldn't wait. He was excited to become. Mm. Hmm. You can find the principles everywhere. And so he and you and I, with our what? Stubbornness, persistence. We hold fast to the outcome and we will not be deterred. Why would you not be deterred? Because you're the one who sees it and you know what you see. Oh, but Angela, isn't that like delusions of grandeur? Sprouting wings. Yeah, that'd be delusions of grandeur. But when you say this is who I want to become in the world, and you can see it in your mind's eye, that is not delusional. Man, we got so many words that we throw around. It is a wonder we can even ride our bike of life. Because all of them their words are like sticks, and we're sticking them in the spokes. And we go flying over the handlebars. We talking about, oh my God, life is hard. Yeah, because of what we keep doing. We don't remain deliberately persistent, you know? We allow the opinions of others to just pull us off. That's what we do. Stop that. You are the one who can clearly see your vision. I cannot see your vision unless, of course, you mentally impregnate me with it. Yes, you tell it to me so that I can see it for myself. That's what you do. So now you come to step 3 because you've just experienced in imagination what you'd be doing in reality. It's just like when you're deciding what you want to eat. You don't just choose what you want to eat because meh. No, you chose it because you tasted it. And did you taste it physically? No, you didn't taste it physically at all. You tasted it mentally. You said, I feel like chicken tonight, like chicken tonight. Ow. Because the taste was on your tongue. Mentally, you tasted so that what? Physically, you could eat it. That is what we do. So the next time you're out here in these here streets talking about, I don't know how to manifest, go back to your taste buds and they'll teach you many things. They'll teach you, they tell you that digestion begins when you start to see or smell or think about. Digestion begins as within, so without. You are already eating mentally. I knew he was going to get mad at me for singing I Feel Like Chicken Tonight. I know. I hear you, handsome. I hear you. Yeah, I hear you, baby. So you see, if you would use that analogy, it'll help you greatly. You tasted that food mentally. And what happens to you when you eat it? The feeling of what now? Satisfaction. Because that is always the outcome. We are always bridging that invisible chasm between the imaginary and the real, or the imaginary and the form. So taste it first. What kind of experience do you want to have? Taste it first. And as you start to taste it, oh my word, it makes the body respond as within, so without. The body must respond. So every time your body responds in the way that you want it to, you now know that you are doing what? Laying down a neurological pathway. And it is only a matter of time till Uber Eats shows up with your delivery. You bridge the gap between what you tasted mentally and now what you will bite into. It is the same thing to become a doctor. It is the same thing to become a lawyer. It's the same thing to become a teacher. It is the same thing to become wealthy. It is exactly the same process. But you see, because we put weight on the thing we want to experience, and we say, oh, but that's so big, I can't. That's what she said. I'm sorry. Because we put weight on it. Oh, I can't do that. Stop putting weight on it. Put a taste to it. Oh, hello. put a taste to it. And when you put a taste to it, now you'll begin to understand. The minute you can taste it, well, is it not there? Well, you tasted it and your body said, yes, it is. So do you have it or do you not? You have it. You have it because you tasted it and your body said, oh, that tastes good, girl. Let's go get that. So you see, my beautiful friends, you, that ass, and the law is always on, and we are always using it because it is all that we are capable of doing. We cannot break the law, my friends. It's not anything that can be broken. So that means now you have the understanding, the comprehension to know that you are always successful. So long as you can taste it, you can make it, can't you? And that's why when the chef is constantly tasting, he's tasting so that he can match the taste in his where? Imagination. He will taste it and he will taste it and he will taste it until he goes, voila. My taste is on point. He just bridged the gap. And for him as a chef, or for her as a chef, he's already set down a neurological pathway for tastes, you know. If you say cinnamon, oh, he will know what best goes with cinnamon because he can taste it. He spent his time doing what? Persistently practicing. Flavors. What's your flavor? Tell me what's your flavor. Yeah? That's what the chef has persistently done. So that anytime anybody throws out a taste or a word of a taste, he already knows. Why? Because he's practiced and the neurological pathway is set. So it's like the back of his hand. It's the... So you see, what you persistently practice, you become. That's not woo-woo. That's not magic. That's not new age. That is law. So anyway, I have prattled on way too long this morning. So let me get the chime because now you'll get chime and chicken. Ow. Now you'll get chime and chicken. And now he's going to stop. You see what I'm saying? Make his mama look bad. Oh, well, thank you for your redemption, sir. But before we initiate the countdown, let me welcome you. Hey, sugar. What? Sugar tea? Too sweet for you? Hey, girl. Too sweet for you? Ow. I see you. Hello, Cyber. Soul of a man. Hey. And oh, look, it's Tanya's in the house. And so, oh, Jesus is King is in the house too. I see you all here in these YouTube streets. Welcome. Thank you for being here and spending time with us. Who is in these Twitter streets? Silent J, I see you. And Yoda Green, I see you too. And of course, Lil Bit is in the house in all his glory, is he not? Oh, yes, he is. Surreal is here. The Burnt Skillet is in the house. Empress. KZ, my lovely KZ. And Ray Ray. That's all I can see. I don't know because sometimes the app is apping and then I can't. You know what? Let's not go there. Oh. Wait, Dua is here? Well, Dua's in the chat. Dua is in the chat, but I can't see Dua. But that's everybody that was here this morning and spent some time with us. Now, countdown initiated. 5, 4, 3. Good boy. 1. Thank you all for being here. And I look forward to seeing you all on Monday. Yes, right here on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Fanbase, and Twitter at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I do look forward to seeing you, you know. And what I also look forward to hearing is these messages I get. Oh my God, Angela, I did it. I said, who did it? I did it. I said, who did it? I did it. And I'm like, yeah, go about your day and celebrate the fact that you live the principles deliberately. Yeah. You know how incredible it feels to have somebody that you recognize that drug themselves all from the bowels of hell to stand on the mountain. Do you know how good that makes me feel? To know that, Angela, do not grow weary in doing good, but share the principles every day. If 3 people show up and they listen, well, then I planted 3 seeds. And if you plant 3 watermelon seeds and they all grow, listen, you're going to have more watermelon than you can eat. Or as they say, shake a stick at. So because you look at it and it's only 3 seeds, don't be deceived. Seeds bear fruit. So, that's where I'll leave you on this glorious Friday. Oh, yes, indeed. I'm excited for the day. I am very excited. Man, I love you. I love you all. So go forth and practice. Practice. I gotta download this one and upload it to Spotify. I haven't uploaded anything for the past 2 weeks to Spotify. Oh my God. Ah! But I shall. I'll get to it. And I'll upload it. So I'll see you guys around, eh? Peace out.